So one of the things that's different with wheelchair curling is that they're using a stick, and the head of the stick goes easily onto the handle when it's straight to the athlete, or at 12 o'clock we call that. So it's easiest to get the handle or the stick head onto the handle of the rock when the rock is at 12 o'clock. Then the athlete can turn it to 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock to start the turn. So they start at 12 o'clock, put the stick head on, turn it to 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and then as they push out and apply the turn, they finish at 12 o'clock where they started, and at that point the handle slides easily out of the stick and heads towards the target. It's nice to also have a stop point so that they know every time they're stopping at 12 o'clock, so they don't over-rotate. Now that is something that makes it easier to get to the target. So it's harder for most heads, and all heads are a little bit different. So whatever you're working with in your club with the wheelchair curler, you have to adapt to how the head is at that club. But most sticks are easier to apply the stick head at 12 o'clock because it slides on easy from behind. And then it has a pivot point or a joint that you can use with the handle to turn it in place to 11 and 1. Right, so one of the reasons we start at 11 and 1 instead of 10 and 2 is just with the rotation being applied by a mechanical aid like the stick, it puts more spin on the rock. So if you use the 12 and 2, you're likely to get what we call a helicopter, just a rock that over-rotates and goes too straight and doesn't pick up the curl. So 11 and 1 is a easier place for them to start.
Excellent.